The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Miss the Kren's Valley. When we last left off, the group had a very tough fight with a bunch of revenants in a mansion called Argynvost. And Saxton got downed, but then everybody used what little amount of spell slots and other resources they had to heal him back up. And it is at this point that the group has decided to head back to Valak, the closest town. Unfortunately, it is nighttime, and they were willing to take the risk of traveling during the night. And they were about halfway there. Coming out of the tree line was another one of these wildling druids. I think I said they were Gallus. Yeah, they were like a peacock Gallus. And all of the tree branches and stuff started to rustle all around you and stand up. And that's when Hemlock decided to use the warding protection from her new catalyst that she uses, a bell branch that had been stolen off of the Nightmare Coven's loot. And the second the bell was rung on that bell branch, some blue glowing flame appeared over at the edge of the view in the tree line, and it's heading this way. And as this wildling's quarterstaff is about to glow, and all the twigs are moving and all this is going on, I'll have everybody roll initiative.
$19.
Oh boy. Okay. How about Hemlock?
10.
You're not going last. Tim-Tam.
3.
You might be going last. Nyhm.
8.
Oh, same as last time. All right. So Saxton, you are first. You guys are in whatever your marching order would be when traveling back to town, knowing your guys' group. Except what?
Except at the end of our last episode, I specifically stated I immediately jumped up into the trees.
Yes. You guys usually don't follow the path. You always just go the shortest route regardless. So we'll say you guys are actually in the woods. This also would go hand in hand with Nyhm wanting to be up in the trees anyway.
Alright, so how far away are they?
They are right next to you. You guys are completely surrounded at all sides. But they are small creatures. They're smaller than Nyhm.
But are you talking about the trees or this wildling?
These humanoid-shaped branches. You've encountered them before. They're called blights.
Oh, those things.
Mm-hmm.
And the wildling looks, really wanting a fight.
Yes.
All right, I tackle grapple.
Are you willing to provoke attacks from all these little blights?
How many would get reactions?
I'll say 4.
Sure.
Which is around half of them. It's kind of hard to tell. It's nighttime and you guys are in the woods. And it's essentially the trees are attacking you. Alright, let me roll. 12. 5. Nat 1. Get to bust out the chart already. Nat 2. Oh no, that was 4 rolls. Okay. So, immediately get a nat 1 just from your turn moving, and they tried to attack you foolishly.
I whoosh past them, causing one to trip.
Yes. You know what? If the roll in the chart is something dumb, like they move forward 5 feet or something, I'll just say they trip. As we use Xanathar's Lost Notes and everything else, one of the best-selling items on the DM's Guild. 86 on the crit miss. It's a pretty high number. Okay, so they wildly flail and they just really miss you. If they were able to attack you, they would get disadvantage. But it is what it is. So you're right next to this wildling.
And I will pick them up and grapple them.
Okay, roll to hit. And they roll an opposing athletics or acrobatics check against your roll.
23.
Which you easily succeed. So they are grappled with your first attack.
Okay, since I've got them grappled, tell them to stand down or die here.
They give you look like a wild animal that's in fight or flight mode, and it's more fight than flight.
All right.
As you start nomming on your arm a little bit.
Well, then I'll bop them on their head.
Okay, roll to hit.
19.
19? That definitely hits.
Yep. With 9 bludgeoning.
Okay. Give him a good black eye. And that's when you see lighting up the forest and seeming to, like, somehow not catching the trees on fire. You see this spooky bluish flame that is walking towards, well, maybe not walking, hovering towards your group. After you moved up to the wildling, it's about 25 feet away from your current position, and it is not, doesn't seem focused on you. It seems to be looking at the rest of the party. As you can make out that inside those blue flames appears to be some kind of folk of some kind. And you can see where their heart is like a red flame.
Okay, well, one thing at a time. I'll keep punching this little fella with Fury of Blows.
Oh, one last thing. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The blue flamed person is carrying a battle axe, and its handle is carved with leaves and vines. Sorry. So you did 9 damage to the wildling. You got him grappled.
All right. Well, I will hit him another 19.
Okay.
For 10 damage.
All right. Both eyes are swollen, but still up.
Punch him again for 21.
21, definitely.
And 9 damage.
All right. They're done. Is that lethal or non-lethal?
Well, he fought, so dead.
Okay. You cave in his head. The cracking sound as the skull caves in.
That's my turn.
Okay, after you, it is Hemlock's turn.
These aren't animals.
No, they're all plants.
I mean, we're all animals. Okay, they're all plants.
No, you're all folk. You aren't animals.
Okay. I don't have speak with plants or anything.
They seem distracted by Saxton beating the crap out of the druid. Even though they're right next to you.
Friends, do we really want to fight? Are we Aren't we all part of the same Mother Earth? Whatever. I don't know. Please don't fight. That's basically it.
Okay, give me an insight roll.
All right. Ooh. Insight 19.
It's kind of hard to read plants, but they look like they initially were going to try to fight you guys. But the druid just got pummeled in like 6 seconds, dead. So you think they're going to try to not fight now. They're probably going to try to run away.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna I guess I'll use thaumaturgy and I'll be like, leave now. And yeah, that's it
Bats
for me.
squeak, and a wolf howls away in the distance. Lightning strikes somewhere.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
As your voice echoes through the valley.
Nice.
After you, it's their turns, and they're gonna try to get away. If any of you want opportunity attacks, you can. Besides Saxton, because Saxton is really far away from them now. Because they're going to use their actions to dash instead of disengage. No one wants to strike at them, then all of the blights flee as they go into the underbrushes. And they seem to run away from the blue flame more than you guys.
Oh.
And the blue flame dies down a bit, and you can see a ghostly figure of what looks like a that's right, it was a Luma. So it looks like maybe a pigeon, ask folk. And they are carrying this battle axe. And they are wearing specific tatters with their armor that you all recognize as a member of the Tender organization. Now, the Tender organization, from back home in the Humblewood, is a group of divine worshippers and druids that protect the forest from wildfires and blights. So they're like tenders of the fire. Because there's the scorched lands, and a lot of their group borders the scorched land and makes sure it doesn't spread further into the wood. And they hover towards you all.
It's a ghost.
And as they do, they have their weapon drawn, the battle axe, which Hemlock now recognizes, since they're not close enough, as Treebane.
It's the same Treebane?
The same. And
Oh
says,
no.
return the branch.
Oh,
It's
this branch?
mine.
Oh, you want it? Where would I return it to?
They put out their hand.
Can't just give it to you.
And they can't really, they're not like right next to you just yet, but they're probably going to continue moving forward on their next turn.
Are you cool? Like, what are you gonna do with it?
It belongs to me. It was taken from me after I died.
Well, I don't really see what you're gonna do with it. You're kind of dead.
I can rest.
Oh, okay. Look over the branch.
Before you do that, it is Nym's turn.
I have no idea what's going on. I'll just.
This ghostly figure is about 20 feet away.
Yeah. I'll just use my bonus action to hide and hold a dodge action.
Okay. For funsies, roll stealth. Why not?
All right.
Actually, what's your passive?
Passive stealth.
Mm-hmm. If you rolled a 10, what would you get?
If I rolled a 10 with stealth, it would be 22.
Okay. Their passive's 9, so you're fine. Tim-Tam, do you do anything?
Yeah, I will say we are okay about reaching a peaceful solution. May you tell us who you are, please?
They look
It's
over.
only polite. I am
look over at
Tim-Tam.
you, and they say, "Yes, I have forgotten manners in these times.
Understandable.
I am Treekeeper Alexia Rootborn."
Pleasure to meet you. Let's put our weapons away, and we will reach an agreement for sure.
Give me a persuasion roll. This will be a pretty easy DC because Hemlock has helped. In fact, I would just say Hemlock's giving you advantage in a way.
Thank God, because I just rolled a 1. And I got a +4. Okay, that's not super good either. That 11.
Okay. It still passes.
My dice today.
So... Sorry, I'm looking up things. I assume no one's going to continue combat, right?
No.
I'll stand defensive, but no aggressive.
Okay. Then I'll pause this initiative then. And she floats over with her hand out for the bell branch.
I mean, it's hers. Before I give this to you,
Why don't you ask her
you
about
said
it?
that. Yeah, that was about to. You said it would let you rest. What is so special about it?
It was given to me when I reached the rank of Treekeeper. It is sentimental to me, even now after death. My adventuring party and I fell in this valley when we came here destroying the root of all blights in the Humblewood. The Goltheras tree. And she describes literally the tree that you guys found Treebane stuck in.
Oh.
And now that you think about it, she looks just like a ghostly version of the skeleton you saw sitting next to the tree.
Oh.
We did break that thing, right?
You
Tree
remember,
branch?
you remember burning it.
Yeah.
Do you recall if 3 hags took this from you?
I do not. I was awoken once I realized it was gone.
Well, we found it with these 3 hags. You didn't happen to come across them while you were, you know.
No. Hemlock.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing this spirit here reminds you that your soul is trapped here even after death. And that bell branch is very shiny. So I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit. Okay. 13.
You feel like the spirit has no use for this bell branch. It's not going to help them have rest. There's no rest here. And you think you could make better use of it, but if it would bring at least some ease to their restlessness, you feel like it would still be worth giving to them. Okay, you just passed. You just passed the DC.
My God. Ma'am, if I give this to you, would you get some rest? Can I take it back?
The title is Tree Keeper.
Sorry, my brother just came in here screaming. Tree Keeper. Okay. Okay.
Return it
well,
to my resting
give...
place.
Oh. You don't want it right now? I was gonna just hand it to you.
All right.
Well, I mean, if I could keep it for a little bit longer, I will.
Hemlock, are you okay?
Hemlock.
It's
What's
a
your
right
plan?
You always do things for the people who are lost, and you never hesitated to give anyone a present. Why are you hesitating giving them their rightful thing? You okay?
You're right. I hold it out to Tree Keeper.
They take it, and you notice the blue flames cool down and subside. And they seem to take on like the colors they had when they were alive, but they are transparent. And they
Sorry about that.
And they say, I understand. The evils in these lands make you do things you regret. She's looking down at the tree branch. Sorry I was so demanding to take this.
No, I'm sorry that I wanted to hold on to it. I kind of died, and ever since I came back, it's kind of been a little weird.
Well, if you ever meet a member of the Tenders, take them to my resting spot, and I shall give them this gift.
Okay.
Thank you.
How would we be able to find them?
In literally a blink, they're gone, along with the branch.
Oh, bye. Okay.
Some of the leaves in the wind blow, and it blows towards the hill that you guys are at.
Gonna take the bell branch off my equipment.
And now you're alone in the woods.
Can I find is there any like kind of branch in here that's kind of cute? Around?
Do you have dark vision?
I don't.
Do have the sword.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys do have light sources. So,
No.
just give me like a quick investigation or perception check.
No investigation.
I guess I'll drop the corpse of the druid I'm still holding. Thud.
What? Yeah, now I roll a 19. 24.
You find a branch that actually looks kind of a lot like the one that Hemlock had. It's just not made of silver. It doesn't have bells on the end.
So I will grab it and I will spend 2 slots of magical tinkering to make it look silver and with a little sparklings.
Oh.
And so, yeah, I will give it to Hemlock. I mean, it's not the same, but maybe.
Oh. Thank you. I have no what to do. I take out my my thread that I got from the hags, and I tie it up with the buttons, and I tie it on the branch, so it's like the bells.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of bells, it's buttons.
Is that your talisman?
Is that my talisman?
Mm-hmm.
No. I gave my talisman to Tim-Tam.
Yep.
This is my new thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. The other one was like a spell casting focus, so could this be my spell casting focus, I guess?
Sure. Because Tim-Tam used magic for it.
This is very cute.
It functions the equivalent of a spell focus, whatever. Anyway, so lifeless corpse sitting at Saxton's feet.
Oh. Do you think Spare the Dying would do anything?
You hear crickets nearby.
Anybody?
What?
Anybody?
I'll
Anybody?
jump out of the trees from my hiding spot and just start leading the way back to the village.
Okay, we're just gonna leave him here. Okay.
Who? What? I didn't understand. I'm sorry.
Saxton killed a man. And
Oh,
he
right.
said
And after a short trip, you guys eventually do make your way back to Valaki. And when you head back into town, everything's pretty quiet and dreary and miserable.
oh, something like normal.
Hovel, sweet hovel.
There's almost no one out, and unlike the other night before, you don't hear screams and stuff. Just the occasional guard every once in a while. Definitely keeping an eye on you.
Is it
Less out of
still late at
suspicion
night?
and more out of fear of what you might be.
Is it still middle of the night?
It's early night. It's probably like 8-ish.
I guess head to the pub. You got a room for the night.
You head to the pub, and unlike the normal scene there, even everyone at the pub seems kind of down. And that's when you quickly all realize that there is no wine bottles at any tables or anything.
Oh no!
Well, that sounds like a quest. What happened to? Can I go to talk to the bartender?
Yeah.
I mean, it's visibly. I mean, it's obvious that there's no wine, right?
Yeah. I mean, you see kegs behind him, but you could assume they're empty.
May I ask what happened to the supplies? Or the supplier?
Oh. Well, I was hoping you all would have went to go see my uncle at the Wizard of Wines to see where our shipment's been. It's been late, very late.
Oh,
Oh,
we've been
we're headed there.
yeah, we've been having a lot of trouble.
I know. I understand.
So yeah, probably like a quick rest. Then we can head there tomorrow, right, guys?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
We can come on. We can give the town without wine.
It's true. I got
The only bit of joy that anyone seems to get around here. Even the Vistani have moved out from their camp.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
They said they're leaving the
I don't
mists
have anything.
to go find wine elsewhere.
They're leaving the mist? Oh, that's not good.
No, they are okay.
That's kind of their thing.
And the only bit of joy that we've had in this town was the wine and Rictavio. We haven't seen Rictavio in days either. Tell any of his fantastic tales. You all remember Rictavio was the one with the wagon and had Big Cat.
He was alive though, right?
Yeah, Big Cat's
The
still
last
alive.
time
and
we
stuff.
saw.
Yeah, they were heading west
Okay.
somewhere.
Okay.
Well, I could sing you a song. I have the thing.
Please.
I could liven up some stuff. I don't know.
The room's
I mean, it's probably not very good without wine.
Anything's better than this. Or sorry, anything's better than this silence. You hear it from one of the two hunters in the back corner. If you remember, they're the angsty ranger wolf hunter guys. And you just see them sitting there with water.
Water.
Okay. I pull out my loot that I haven't pulled out in like 30 sessions. And,
Ding, ding,
and
ding, 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 ding. You really do for tuning.
Yes.
So what kind of vegetables can they grow around here?
Turnips.
What about potatoes?
Yeah, the tasteless ones.
Where there's potatoes, there's
We
vodka.
have turnips. We have cabbages.
Yes.
We have carrots.
Anything that can ferment, you can make alcohol with.
But no one has any brewing supplies here. We just have ways of storing the brewery here. The only place that does is the Wizards of Wines. Oh yeah, lots of grapes. Lots and lots of grapes.
Well, you could just ferment them.
He literally just said
Might ask the local coffin maker if he can make a vat for us. Might commission him for that.
You could make the stuff to ferment them. You don't need like all of the supplies. I traveled with bards. I know how it is. I
still need a container to put it in. And Henrik has the supplies. He's got the wood from Krezek that we could use.
You literally have empty kegs right behind you.
Yes, but nothing to fill them.
Where's your grapes? Anyway, but okay, I'll sing a song to try to lighten the mood.
Performance.
Okay. I was trying to think of a song to sing, but the only thing I could think of is that song from the beginning of The Little Mermaid, and that doesn't work here. Performance?
Yep.
You could go with Poor Unfortunate Souls.
Poor unfortunate souls.
And demonetized.
Poor unfortunate. 18.
I know where you are.
All right. You play a pretty good melody. You don't have to sing. You can just be playing on it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're playing and you guys are getting the night, I'll say that was definitely this is a nice enough performance that people aren't just completely sunken into depression. They're still depressed, but they're not like vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the turnips of which that grow around here. And
The turnips.
the Barovian
So-
turnips. Oh, I'm sure
Static
there's
2020
something
depression.
second edition for like what agriculture is grown around here. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
as you're playing, and all of you get beet soup for free, and get to stay for the night because of her performance. As you perform for the night, a Vulpin comes in, and he is dressed fairly nice. He's got a nice wide brimmed hat. He's got this big fancy purple scarf. And he has wrapped around and a matching cloak to go with it. He's got big, tall, almost like cowboy boots, and he's carrying an instrument case. And he comes inside and he goes to take one of the tables. And you can't help but notice him noticing you, Hemlock. And he seems intrigued.
I noticed him. I look at his instrument case. What is it?
You think it's might be a Vola.
Oh.
I'm going to head upstairs to the room.
Okay.
I am gonna just mess around a little bit with the barkeeper, trying to help him repair like a little broken stuff with mending, and then go to sleep also.
Okay. He starts to get things set up behind the tavern, in the very back of the stable. Your help. Just give me. Are you proficient in brewery stuff?
I am proficient with carpenter tools, smithing tools, thieves tools, tinker tools, and wood carver's tools. And I also have the mending cantrip.
Okay. Roll me an intelligence roll. I'll say at
Proficient?
advantage because he is proficient with brewery stuff. And it's both of you kind of, discussing working together.
Okay, so 25.
Okay. You both think that you got a pretty good setup, and in another month or two, you should have wine.
Probably it's like a little south.
If you had enough copper, you could make a steel.
And actually, because you did so well, it was just more of him like giving you a few pointers of like, oh well, you got to do this, that, and this to make wine, and you pretty much did all the engineering part. He tells you that he wants to do a business deal with you. This stuff. He'll give you 25% of any of the profits that come from this wine.
Okay.
And he'll provide everything else really. Just whenever you show up, if they've made anything on it, he'll give you 25%. He shows you that he has a logbook for where he keeps like his pricings for everything, so you can keep track.
I'll trust. Yeah,
if you don't trust him, but he's just showing like even more, just showing that he's not gonna try to scam you.
Look, you made a Skyrim wife.
He's already got a wife. Nah, they could be poly. Anyway, so, Hemlock.
Mm-hmm.
This noble Vulpin, I always say, goes to stand up, and he opens up his case, and he pulls out this very finely crafted masterwork of Vola. And he starts playing as well. And he just
While
starts...
I'm playing?
Yeah, he first is like tuning it and stuff. But then he, every once in a while, he'll just do like a note to match with your beat, and then he eventually starts to join in with you. And some of his notes are coming out a little flat. You're thinking maybe he hasn't played in a while. But he seems to be taking pleasure in playing music with you. As he gives you a smile.
I play harder. I'm going to like egg him on. Kind of.
Okay. He got a 10 in his performance, so that's why I'm like, it's okay. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to support him. I don't musically trying to support him. Like
All right. And I would say with both of your performances going, when you and him finish the next song, or at least where there's the next break in the next song, you do get a few people that clap. And you do get the hint of a not frown from the audience. Which you definitely take the sign as, hey, we brought a little bit of something nice here, despite the situation.
I'll go up to the Vulpin dude and I will stick out my hand and I say, and I like give a bow and I'm like, Hemlock LeBow.
He goes to put back on gloves that he had on that I forgot to mention. And he's putting it away. And he goes, oh, my name is on here. Let me get it. My name is Vasilia von Holtz. He puts his hand
Does that
out.
name sound familiar to me at all?
Give me a history check.
14.
Not really, no.
Well, it was very nice playing with you, Mr. Von Holtz.
And it was nice playing with you, Mrs. Hemlock. You are quite good with stringed instruments.
I mean, I traveled around with some bards, and they taught me a few things, but that is a beautiful vola.
Oh, right, thank you. I was given it by my father.
Oh.
It was his before mine. I never took up the profession like he did, but doesn't hurt to practice every once in a while. So, I would say, would you care for a drink? But it appears there's none around here.
Nope. and I'm fine without a drink anyway. I'm good with water. I kind of been through a lot lately, and the last thing on my mind is alcohol.
Oh, of course. 1 water, please. 2, make that 2. And the guy kind of like rolls his eyes and gives you both a glass of water each. Despite most medieval water, it's fairly fresh because there's the lake right next to here.
Okay, that's good. Doesn't taste like dysentery or anything.
No.
Okay. I cheers him and drink the water. It's That's very, it's very nice. It's very nice to meet another performer. Well.
So what brings you into these lands?
Oh, the mist. We kind of just. We kind of just stumbled into here, and kind of trapped now, and it's fine. We're gonna find a way out. I believe in my friends.
Oh, you want out? I understand the weather's not the best around here, and I hear the little word here is very nasty.
Well, where are you from? Are you from around here?
Yeah, I live on the other side of town.
Oh. Have you always lived on the other side of town?
As long as I can remember, yeah.
Well, we've been here a few times, and I haven't even run into you.
I'm surprised I haven't run into you either. Are you part of that group that took down the Baron? The one that made us do all those awful sun festivals?
Oh, why? Is that a bad thing?
Well, okay. So the festival itself had good intentions at first, but he would do it every week, and everyone in town had to go, or you'd be arrested and put on the gallows.
Oh. So I guess it was a good thing that he was gone. To you, at least.
Yes and no. He did bring order into this otherwise backwater town in the middle of nowhere.
I think it is lovely, and the tavern keepers here are lovely people, and the toy maker is wonderful.
The toy maker. Oh yes. I've never gotten any of his toys. I just remembered that he's here. I never go to his side of town. But why stay here? I hear Kresik is more fortified. You're more worried about the dangers around here.
It's honestly,
he puts a hand on your hand at the table. It's cold to the touch.
It's cold? Oh no.
You're not sure if it's from poor circulation or otherwise.
I see. Gosh, gee willikers. Your hand is mighty frozen.
Oh, he takes his hand immediately off your hand and goes, yes, sorry. Poor circulation, all that. That's why I have the gloves.
Yes,
Well, I came out here because I had ordered a shipment of wine and I hadn't seen it at my house. And the barkeep says, yes, sorry, Sir Holtz. Seems like our latest shipment is a few weeks late. He goes, oh, that's a shame.
Don't worry though. We're going to fix it. We're going to go see
You're gonna fix
the winery. Yeah.
I heard that there was some nasty nasty savages, some kind that had been impeding the shipment. I believe, we called them wildlings, but I guess being an outsider as yourself, to know them more as like barbarians or druids. Well, no matter. I can see that you are quite weary, and that you've had a long night, and you gave a great performance. I thank you dearly for that, and he puts a gold coin on the table. It's the least I can do for bringing some joy into this town.
Yeah. You had a lovely performance as well.
Oh, you're being too kind. I haven't played in a few years.
No, you should keep practicing. I would love to perform with you again.
He smiles. Usually a pretty warm smile, too. Just like, well, thank you. Oh, as he's getting up and going to leave, goes, have you heard of a fellow named Rictavio?
Why?
I heard he was a very colorful fellow, and that he told the most interesting stories. I wanted to hear some of them. The barkeep goes, yep, nope. I don't know where he went. He took him and his wagon and his horse out west on the old Slavic road somewhere. Shame. I wanted to talk with him. He sounded almost as interesting as you. He looks down at Hemlock.
That's very nice. Thank you so much. No, not very many people call me interesting, but
oh, but you are, dear.
I appreciate it.
Good night. He like awkwardly leaves. He actually bumps to the case
onto
the door as he's leaving.
Good night. Goodbye.
And the barkeep says,
the hell was...
and the barkeep was like, haven't seen him in a while.
I look at the coin. Is it weird?
It's like every other coin that you found here. It had Strahd's face minted on it, but it's a gold coin.
Shiny. I'll put it in my pocket.
You use Strahd's face, but shiny.
I was gonna give it to the barkeep, but I keep remembering my my thing, so I gotta keep it. And I'll head up to bed.
Okay. And you will all get a long rest. So you can mark on your character sheets, long rest.
Yay.
This will technically take place before the long rest, or during the long rest, but Saxton. Middle of the night.
Oh no.
You wake up. You're not sure why, but you'll feel like overheated, like the blanket was too much. And it was put you in a cold sweat. And even then, after that, you were still just shifting around uncomfortable in your cot. And the air feels stuffy in here.
I'll get up and... Wait, is the window still barred?
Yeah. All the windows and stuff are barred.
Guess I'll go downstairs, go for a little fresh air before I lay back down.
All right, as you head downstairs, one of the Corvum that work here unbar the door for you, and they say, be careful. And they close the door. Oh, and they tell you to knock 4 times when you went back in. And as you get outside to get some fresh air, you notice out of the corner of your eye a fox's tail go around a building.
like animal fox or a vulpin?
It's hard to tell. It's pretty quick. You're thinking animal because it was a big tail.
I guess I go for a walk in that direction.
All right, you head that way, and you hear in the winds, Saxton, in a voice I cannot do, but let's just pretend it's like feminine and sexy.
Oh, come on. I believe in you.
No. Everyone has their limits, and that's fine. So, you hear that voice down this alleyway. And then that's when you see reflected eyes peering back at you in the dark part of that.
I would take a defensive stance and call back to him. Who are you? Show yourself.
Who am I? I'm... And then you hear the voice right next to you at your shoulder. A friend.
Ah, son of a bitch.
You turn around, there's nothing there. You turn back, and those eyes are not there anymore. But you hear the voice from multiple places and says, "It appears that you have gained one of my blessings, child."
Funny, I don't remember picking anything up.
Oh, but you did. For that, I must congratulate you.
Thank you.
I hope you use this gift wisely.
I'm probably going to go back inside now.
Why go inside?
Good night, crazy Miss Lady.
Why go inside?
Well,
Are you
that's where my bed's
scared
at.
of what you would find in the dark?
Lady, I punch the dark.
That's what I like to hear. And you wake up and it's morning. You never left the tavern. It's morning for everyone else. A random gal sits on the roof. He can't help himself. It's morning.
Oh.
Are we all in the same room again?
That's up to you guys. There's a private room which is now open, but there's also like the big common room that has like 16 cots in it, and it's like a big long room. Each bed's about 10 feet apart from each other.
Or let the cows have their own room.
Okay. And you're all up, and you head downstairs, and they are serving breakfast. A smaller portion of beet soup.
Yum, my favorites.
Breakfast.
Oh, good. Chilled borscht.
I know, Saxon. I know. We probably can get like a rat or something outside.
I look at him. I don't think that's okay.
I mean, a rat. It's not a rat. That's racist.
Specious, actually.
From the same family.
The rats.
Come on, I also eat pigeons.
No. Nym's part of the Rodentia stadia family.
I like. I mean, I eat chicken. I eat pigeons. I eat meat.
So are we heading to the winery or not?
No, we're gonna sit
Yes.
here talking about beet soup and rats for the next 30 minutes.
I'm already out the door.
I mean, I am curious though, Saxton. What do you think is the best moment to eat raw meat? Like, because I'm like super into like 2 days past meat, but I feel like you may be like more like on the moment dead meat.
Yeah, the more fresh to kill, the better.
See, we're very different. Good to
And I
wonder,
usually kill my own. I don't pick up the scraps of others.
What? But that's the best one because people really can't appreciate a good like carcass.
Come along, Carrion. We have to go.
Somebody please help me.
Yeah.
You know that the bird folk, I don't have a name for them right now, but they're vulture folk, tend to like food the same way as Corvum do. You know, a few days, right?
Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, look, no, good for the stomach.
Anyway, so you guys head out of the Blue Water Inn. Belly's full with a nice, decent beet soup breakfast. Maybe little bits of wolf meat chunks in it for that protein.
Yum.
And the whole town seems the equivalent of an office worker getting up on a Monday morning and be like, oh crap, not this stuff all over again.
Oh yeah, a whole town detoxing.
Every day is Tuesday here.
The collective hangover could kill Strahd.
You think Strahd's also out of wine? No, he's probably got the cellars.
I'm sure he's got nice red wine that he drinks.
Hemlock, you remember seeing at least part of his winery. You think maybe that was all of it? Who knows? They were very old and rotten wood at that point.
Hmm.
And that's where you found the talisman.
I think he enjoys a nice AB Merlot.
Oh yeah, there was one cask of wine in there. I think about it. The rest of them were like broken apart and rotten.
Well, at least some joy can come out of this. The fact that Strahd's probably out of wine also.
Let's not say his name.
Yes, if you say his name 3 times while looking to a mirror.
But yeah, that brings me joy.
That's kind of funny that you say that, Saxton, because in these realms that might actually work.
So as I say it 3 times, when he appears, face punch. Back through the mirror.
I mean, last time, you know how it went?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to deal with Strahd very soon.
Yeah, deal is the key word here.
I don't want to deal. Sorry, I said his name. I don't want to deal with Mr. Poopy Face once again. Right after we just did it.
And
Poopy Face, it's a good way to call him. Mika-chan.
So we don't have to haul these things around. I'm just going to leave these spits here in the town.
Why?
3 10-foot long pikes.
Aren't the hags at the winery?
Yeah, well, we can drag. What? We just need their heads.
Okay.
Where do we have to put the pikes? I mean, is there a specific location or whatever we want?
I'm sure Mr. Poopy Willow will send his carriers by and UPS up to his castle.
Okay. I mean, we could probably because I don't think anyone would be happy to have like the heads of some hags in the middle of town.
Erwin Mardikoff, the owner of the establishment, that I keep forgetting his name, I just say Barkeep. Let's let you keep the pikes out in the back where the new fermenting vat is at. At least it's in progress. I like to think Tim-Tam got like a blueprint set up. You guys don't have the actual materials to make it just yet.
Yeah, it's a lot of, I guess, Cooper and Copper.
It's a lot a lot of
Copper.
wood and iron
Yeah,
bands to hold the
wood, yeah.
barrel together. Stuff like that. Corks.
Yeah, because it's wine, so you don't need really anything other than
Grapes. Water.
grapes, water. Well, water, not necessary.
Now, if you had a copper
I mean,
tank and some pipes, I could make you some nice distilled liqueur.
Let's go to the winery.
Yeah, let's go to the winery.
Let's all go to the winery. Let's all go to the winery.
So go to the winery. This place is dry as hell. So, you head
All
out
the
onto the
places.
old Slavic road. And you travel.
Nyhm, lead the way.
Let me pull up
Okay.
the map.
Every time you say Old Slavic Road, I expect that we'll come across some common folk wearing track pants.
You pass a very depressed bard, and he's just like, Old Slavic road, take me home to the place I belong. As he just fades off, heading toward into the town as you guys are heading out.
Oof.
In the mist, they took my brother. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
What song is that?
Country roads.
I know nothing.
It's that country song that was for the Fallout 76.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was
No.
before Fallout 76.
Yeah, it was around before then, but that was like the latest.
No, I know.
Screw Fallout 76. It was from the second Secret Agent movie. What was that?
Actually, you can speak to me in Fallout references. I will get them.
So you guys travel.
Yeah.
And as you follow the road, you come to an X intersection, which you've been to before. And it points in multiple different directions, but there's a sign that points to the northwest that says Krezik. And being the navigator and remembering navigational stuff, Nyhm, you remember the barkeep over a week ago, I think, in game. I guess make days drag out. I feel like you guys have been in here for like in-game months. You head towards Krezik, and then there will be a fork of the road, and you head south that way. Now lead to the Wizard of Wines.
Is it lined with yellow bricks?
We're following the red bricks.
Oh, we haven't tried dropping water in the hack to the hacks.
So you start heading that way. To the south of this X crossroads, you see the mansion that you guys hate and never want to go to ever again.
Wait,
Yeah.
which one was that?
Argynvostholst.
The murder one.
Oh, that one.
There's a
I'll
lot
hit
of
myself.
mansions we would rather not go back into.
Most of them burnt down.
Only one. Mansions, only one. Places, tons of them.
Wasn't there that place with the ghost? Wasn't there a mansion there too?
That was the Argynvostholst. Right? Oh, no. Oh, I know. The swamp. Which is to the south. You see the road that leads directly south. Pretty much leads down. It's very faded on the sign, I think about it. One of the four arms in the sign is broken off and laying in the weeds nearby. And it's the part that was pointing south. And if you go to pick it up and look at it, it's very, very faded. But it says Berez on it. Berez. So you head towards Kresig. Actually, the northwest branch of the road looks like it will turn into a dirt road, but the sign doesn't say where it goes. The southwest one points to Kresig.
Which way, navigator?
So pretty much, here's your choices. Mystery Dirt Road, Kresik, Valakut straight behind you, or Perez.
Kresik's the winery, correct?
Yeah, that heads towards the winery.
That one.
Okay. And as you continue going that way, after about an hour's travel, I don't know why, but I had not prepared for this. I didn't think you guys were going to actually go west. You come to another fork in the road, but this one definitely is the trail that leads to the mansion, so you avoid that one. And then you keep going. And you reach another intersection. As this seems to be the main road, and there's a lot of roads that branch off of this one. And you see a weather-worn signpost next to the road. Three arms of the sign point a long at the three branches of the road. Arm pointing north reads Kresik. Through the woods you can see an arching stone bridge spanning a river. Arm pointing east reads Valaki, and the road slopes gradually up in that direction. So you guys have been heading downhill. And the arm pointing southwest reads the Wizards of Wines, and it slopes gently downward in that direction. You continue going that way.
Yep.
And fairly quickly, and within about 10 minutes from there, the road turns into a dirt road as the cobblestone fades off into nothing. And eventually,
oh,
sorry, go ahead.
Does it look like there's been a lot of traffic here through recently?
Give me a survival roll.
What will a 19 get me?
It has rained fairly recently, and you're pretty sure it rains pretty often here. You know for sure there hasn't been any traffic through here in at least 3 days.
All right.
Eventually, though, as you continue going downhill on this dirt trail, muddy trail, the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. And the trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley, and the other leads south into the dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads Vineyard.
Guess we'll head towards the vineyard.
All right. A light drizzle begins to fall, and unpainted fences blindly follow your trail, which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard before bending south towards a stately building. The fog turns into ghostly forms as swirls between the neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there you see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees, and a Corvum wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning you. He's looking around, very shady-like, just like he doesn't want anyone else to see.
Somebody want to go see what he wants?
Sure.
Is this the same dude we saw?
Nope. You've never seen this Corvum before. He looks much older than than Irwin Barkeep, but he does have some similarities to him.
If everybody is okay with it, I can go up and talk to him.
I just said I'd take a stab at it.
Oh, you can do it. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear you. I was chewing.
You take a stab at it, critical hit. No, I'm kidding. As you proceed forward, hopping down from the trees are a bunch of other Corvums. And they wear dark leather raincoats and cowls. And the older Corvum moves his hood down, and he goes, "Oh, hello. Are you here to help with the winery?"
What sort of help?
Did my son send you? My name's Davian. Davian Martikov.
Thought it was his nephew.
Irwin Martikov.
Yeah, we're here to help.
Well, a bunch of wildlings have taken over the winery. Usually they stick to their hill to the south. But them and their blights have taken their place. I'd watch out in the vineyard. Not all of those plants are as they seem.
Okay, we will take care of it. Hey, Hemlock, you still got that axe?
I hold it up.
We got some
I'm
trees
gonna roll
to
a
chop.
history check for the old guy. See if he recognizes it.
Oh no.
Oh, that is the legendary axe, Treebane.
So, how many wildlings you got infesting you?
Not too sure. They've been coming and going. We've been hiding in the trees.
So, are they in the house or hiding in the fields?
In the house.
Well, let's go.
You notice that everyone here that was in the trees and stuff and have cloaks are all Corvum. There's Davian, the oldest one that you're talking with, and you notice two boys. One appears to be his I want to say late teens, but I know in Humblewood Corvums age differently. Near adult age. Another one a lot younger than that. A female Corvum and a male Corvum with her, and they're both holding hands. And you notice that the female Corvum has like a cloth wrapped around, so she's like holding a baby Corvum.
How far from this tree line to the house is it?
Let's see. 120 feet.
Is it downhill?
Yes.
What's the highest tree here?
The highest tree is about 20 feet up.
How far could I make it if I glided across the vineyard?
Well, you descend. How fast do you descend? Let me double check. Gliding rolls are fun. Alright, glide. you fall 60 feet per round, so you get one move action essentially, glide. So
Will it get me close to the house?
You'd glide 50 feet towards the place, yeah.
With a dash?
Then 100. You'd almost make it.
Then I will do that then.
Okay. You all see Saxton climb the nearest tree. And then he glides
like
off.
Nothing, I'm running up it.
Oh, well, okay. So you run up it, and then you glide towards the Wizards of Wines.
I'll meet you there.
Okay.
And as you do, a bunch of blights appear in the vineyard as they see you gliding away. What? What do you want?
Can I see how many there are, or from aerial recon?
It looks like there's about 6 groups of 5. So about 30 of them in this large vineyard. And they're all moving in your direction.
Would I happen to know how far Tim-Tam could shoot?
You've seen Tim-Tam shoot pretty far, so I think Tim-Tam's actually in range right now. You all see this. We want to roll initiative.
Are you stuck?
I have no reason not to if we're here to help.
Okay.
If they're going to chase me, let them crawl around, and let's light this fire.
All right, then let's roll.
I don't think they'd appreciate us setting their vineyard on fire.
It looks like it'd be pretty difficult. The ground is pretty wet around here.
The DLC is like
We wouldn't leave it lighting the whole vineyard.
That's what's
Oh, these things are actually kind of slow, especially compared to you. And let's roll initiative. Wow, they are, yeah. Okay. So, Saxton, what'd you get for initiative?
24.
Oh, that's all. Hemlock.
15.
Oh, that's all. Tim-Tam.
5.
Oh, that is. Nyhm.
18.
Ooh, 10 better than last time. So, Saxton, you are first. For the sake of my sanity, we'll say there are only 6 of them fairly close to you. And by fairly close, I mean within 50 feet. They seem to travel in groups.
How many groups would be if I could, get them all cluttered together?
There seems to be 5 in each cluster. There are 6 clusters of them. The closest one being 50 feet from you.
Are they... And they're all moving in my direction?
Mm-hmm.
And then I will just hold a dodge this round.
okay. So yeah, you should have the DLC.
Okay. Then it is Nym's turn.
So they're making their way towards Saxton.
Yes.
None of them are there yet then.
Nope.
Okay. I will move my 30 feet, which I assume puts me within 20 feet of Saxton, correct?
Saxton moved 100 feet.
Oh.
Because they dashed. They dash glided.
Okay. I guess I'll use my bonus action to dash. So there's a fence along the entire vineyard, correct?
Yeah, you can easily hop over it with your movement. No.
I would be running on top of it if I could.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And just making my way towards Saxton. At the end of the dash, though, I will use my action or hold my action to throw a dagger once they get within sneak attack distance with Saxton.
Okay, there's a lot of them here. There's a lot of these blights within range of that already, but they aren't the ones that are closest to Saxton.
Well, I wouldn't get the sneak attack if it wasn't something within 5 feet of an ally, correct?
That's true. Or if they didn't know you were there, which they do, because you didn't stealth.
Because of a giant jackass that glid down the hill. Anyways, yeah, I'll hold my action to throw a dagger once one gets within 5 feet of him.
Okay. After you, it is Hemlock's turn.
Okay. So how close are all of they? Like they're closer to Saxton, right? So that's not anywhere near me.
Yeah, they're about 50 feet away from where you are currently.
Okay.
Oh, actually, sorry, 75 feet, because you haven't moved yet. That's right.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to run as fast as I can this round. So I move and then I take a dash action, and so 60 feet.
Okay. So that was your move and your action. No bonus action stuff?
I don't have a bonus action.
Okay.
I don't think. No.
Tim-Tam.
I will activate Tim-Tam.
Tim-Tam activated.
Forcefulist mode.
Forcefulist mode.
I will bonus. Can I ready a bonus action? Right, that's a good question.
I don't think you can. I'm sorry. Well, whatever.
Okay.
What are you readying? I'm gonna allow it. Screw it.
I mean, I will ready. I mean, because the only thing I can do with a bonus action right now is fire Tim-Tam, and it would be like the first time anything tried to attack as an ally. Tim-Tam will shoot at that thing.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Then it is the Blight's turns. And most of them in this cluster shuffle towards Saxton, but some of them notice Nyhm, so they shuffle towards Nyhm and they go to attack Nyhm. And as they do, that's when Tim-Tam fires.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
$12 force damage and gets pushed 5 feet to a direction.
The blight pretty much just explodes. Like it hits it, just like a cone of debris of the direction it was going to get pushed.
Okay.
Does the stick shrapnel hit the other sticks?
Yes, but harmlessly.
Does the first group trigger my held action?
If you would like. You wouldn't get sneak attack or anything.
Well, the entire point was holding the action until they got within 5 feet of Saxton, so I could get the sneak attack. So then that
Okay,
would not.
so you're gonna throw the knife at the ones towards Saxton, not the last one that's coming towards you. Then, right?
For my held action, yes, the first one that gets close enough to Saxton for that sneak attack to go off.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh, okay. You know what? Screw today.
Did you nat one?
Not one.
Oh no. Only D100.
Rolling. $97.
No. No.
That one's gonna be fun though.
Okay, so this is how this reads, but I'll tell you how it gets interpreted for this specific situation. Since you're doing this off your turn because it was a readied action, it's going to act a little different. Your attack is very wild and allows an enemy within melee range an opening. As a reaction, enemies can make an opportunity attack against you with advantage. It's their turn and they are going to attack you anyway. So I'm just going to say the one that Tim-Tam didn't blow up will just have advantage on its attack roll against you.
Okay.
And I'll roll for that one. Does a 17 hit?
Just hits.
Okay. You take 6 piercing damage as it claws you. It scratches you with its needly hands.
Could have been worse.
Then the other 4 are not close enough for melee with Saxton. But they are fine with that, as they just like hunch down kind of into a ball, and on their back the needles like grow really big and they like shoot off and project towards Saxton. Yes, these are ranged attacks. So Saxton, if you want to try to grab them, you can, if they even hit you. 10 to hit, misses. A dirty 20. A nat 20. And a miss.
Remember, they are rolling at disadvantage.
I'll roll for the other 2. So the not crit hit still hits, because the second roll for it was actually higher. And the crit one doesn't crit. Got a 14.
It does not hit.
Okay, so the one that does hit, did you want to do your monk thing?
Oh, yes, I will do my monk thing.
Okay, so your monk thing that we're talking about is the deflect missiles. So I believe you roll, what is it, a d12 plus your monk level? I'm trying to remember.
1d6 plus 4 to block the damage of incoming.
Okay.
It
escalate?
doesn't escalate,
And it should be more than that, I would think, at 9th level.
right? Because I think it's 1d6 at the 6th level or something like that, but we're 9th level.
Well, thanks to D&D Beyond, I can look at your character sheet directly and see.
Maybe it doesn't escalate, but I think it does.
I'm looking at it.
If it's just
basically, whatever the damage would be, I can stop that up to that damage.
Yep, it's a D10 plus 13. So the minimum you can get is a 14. Okay, so there is still a chance that you wouldn't completely block all the damage. Okay, you completely block all the damage. I rolled minimum on one of the damage dice, so... Okay, so... Minor spoilers here. 14 is the lowest you could get. That's if you rolled a 1 on the D10 for the damage you negate. The max damage it could do with this needle attack, meaning both the damage dice it did, if it max rolled on both, would be 15. So it would had to have maxed its damage to negate it. Regardless, it shoots needles and you catch all of them, and I'll say like there are coincidentally 4 of them, and you catch them between your digits.
I'll use one as a toothpick.
Okay. And I think as a reaction, you can spend a key point to shoot it back if you want.
Nah, I'll just drop them.
Okay. So no damage to you. And it's your turn.
So how many groups are there at me?
There are currently 4 within 20 feet.
Okay.
All right, I will move in the center of them and continue reading a dodge.
Who do I want to choose?
Okay, so you take a dodge action. You don't actually attack him.
Right.
Okay. After you, then, if that's your turn.
Yeah, like I said, I will be putting myself in between all of them, trying to decrease their range.
Okay. Then it is Nym's turn.
Well, I'm going to try something different than last time, considering. So I would like to drop a flaming sphere on the one closest to me.
All right, that's a dex save, right?
Dex check, please, yes.
They are mediocre. So let's see what they do. Of course. Dirty 20. So they'd only take half. Right?
Correct.
Yeah. Might still kill him. We'll see.
6 fire damage, so 3.
Okay, so it goes to move out of the way, and some of it burns, but it quickly puts it out.
Okay. And
it's right next to you.
Well, here's the fun part. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dex saving throw as well. So I'm going to leave the sphere where it is, but use my bonus action to hide.
I'll say you hide behind the sphere.
Works for me. Do I need to make a roll, or is that 22 passive just fine?
You're so good, and blights have such horrible passive perceptions. I'll say you're good.
As my turn.
Okay. After you, it is Hemlock's turn. Hemlock, there are 5 of them. 4 of them are on Saxton. Saxton's being an anime protagonist hero with his arms crossed, and he's just dodging all their attacks without moving his feet. And Nyhm is made a floating fireball sphere that they're using as cover, and they've also burned the one that's attacking them.
Okay. Yeah. How close to Saxton am I then?
Did you move forward last?
Yeah, I moved 60 feet.
Okay. Within 30 feet then.
Cool. Then I move up my 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
And I Eldritch Blast, because I don't know if we should be doing a lot of stuff. Well, real quick.
Blast. Yep.
Eldritch Blast. So I have Mirror Image as a spell now, and with Mirror Image, I can create 4 of me. And it says they all do the same action. Does that mean that they would all Eldritch Blast if I were to?
They all look like they're Eldritch Blasting, but they're not actually.
Oh, okay.
Also,
right,
that would take your action to cast Mirror Image, I believe.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was asking. If I were to cast Mirror Image, would I be able to Eldritch Blast? But I'm just going to Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
All right, I think you have 2.
And that's 2 beams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you shoot? Actually, we'll just do one at a time. So, do you fire at one of the fresh ones, or do you fire at ones that are already hurt? I think the only one that's already hurt is the one that's got burnt a little bit. That's on
Nyhm can handle herself. I think.
Yeah.
If she needs help, she'll let me know. But I'll get one of the fresh ones.
Okay.
24.
Yep, that definitely is.
Just asking. Wait, I was supposed to. I'm gonna do the damage first on that one. Then I'll roll the other one. Okay. 10 damage on that one.
You blow away most of it, but it's somehow keeping itself together. Barely up. Do you shoot your second ray at another one, or at the same one?
I'll shoot it at another one.
Okay.
Weaken them. I don't think that hits. It might 12.
12 just hits.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, blights aren't that strong. They just like to attack in numbers.
Get lost in my blanket. 9 for that one.
Okay. Also looking pretty bad. Almost as bad as the last one you attacked. And I like to think somehow in character, Hemlock has like a cowl, like a hood that is your blanket.
Hemlock's cold.
You didn't move 30 feet up to me, did you?
Towards you, but not next to you.
Towards you.
She's
okay,
about
so
20
you're
feet
not
away.
nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then it is Tim-Tam's turn.
So, as you worded, I am not sure. If I shoot a fireball at Saxton, for example, do I catch Hemlock?
It's a 20-foot radius. So
Yeah.
you just barely catch her if you focused it right on Saxton. But if you just moved it like one square over, it would miss her.
Okay. And if
You
I
can
move it
easily-
one square over?
Yeah, you can easily target it, so only Saxton would be the only friendly in range of the blast.
Okay.
I have
I
more
would get
hit
the
points than
arrest.
Saxton.
He's
I'm
got
a
Saxton-
monk.
he's got
But
evasion
Saxton
though.
can dodge all the damage, yeah.
Okay, fine.
But I mean, if I do that, can I get all the enemies?
Yeah. Sure. Why
I'll
not?
do that then, because I know Saxton and I we know each other, and I know he likes that kind of stuff.
You don't hear from the tree line. Chunk.
Yeah, I mean, because I shoot a lot of fire spells from my rifle. Fireball, it's like really, it has a lot of like, I don't know how it's called when I'm.
You got one of the old Vietnam grenade launchers.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the DC we're
Man,
going for?
17.
Okay,
So,
one
17.
just barely passed, but it doesn't matter. The one that barely passed was the one at 1 hit point that Hemlock just shot at.
Okay, so the damage is 34.
Okay, they are just gone. There's not even ashes. You're not even sure what happened to them. Just explosion. Oh yeah, what did
Isn't that 20?
Oh,
You Saxton
okay.
have to roll to
So Saxton's fine. If Saxton just nat 20'd, so.
Oh,
So there's an explosion. There's a bit of ringing, and then there's nothing. There are no enemies.
Dusting my feathers off.
Nym's
So-
flaming sphere kind of goes.
but there's enemies within Nyhm, right? Or
There was. It was within range of your fireball. Which one I'm saying is your
okay.
fireball went off, and all the enemies on the field are gone.
okay.
Yeah. Guess I didn't need the axe.
No, might well to hang on to that because we're about to go ask some druids some questions.
Yeah, I'm too far away.
I'm
Wait
gonna
for
go.
me.
I'm gonna go kick the door open.
But wait for me.
Oh, wait for Tim-Tam.
I'm like 70 feet away, like clumsily walking with Tim-Tam. That's too slow. And eventually I'll arrive.
And he's here. Winded, but here.
Yep, you all make it. And when you guys get there, I was gonna see if I could pull something cooler than blights, but nope. You arrive at the front door and you kick it down, right?
Yes, the door, not the house.
All right. So, as you go in, you see a dirty window on the south wall that allows dim light to enter this room. Wine bottles seem to be manufactured in this room, as evidenced by the tools laying around. The wooden rack is full of freshly blown glass bottles. Well, they're, when I say freshly blown, I mean they haven't been used yet, along the south wall, and the hearth built into the southwest corner. A barrel of sand is standing next to it, and a staircase descends underground, and between it and the rack of bottles stands a barred door.
Barred on this side or from the other side?
From this side.
Could I borrow your pry bar?
Sure.
I will rip and tear at the boards.
Okay. No need. It's one of the lift bars. But just...
Oh.
And
I have my pry bar back.
There you go. Toss.
you were immediately bombasted with the rich smell of wine as it fills this large 2-story chamber, which is dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks, each one 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. A wooden staircase in the center of the room climbs a 10-foot-high wooden balcony that clings to the south wall, which has 4 windows set into the balcony level. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are old empty barrels with the Wizards of Wines burned into their sides. The balcony climbs another 5 feet as it continues along the west and east walls, ending at doors leading to the winery's upper level. Underneath these side balconies are several doors, some of which hang open. Beneath the sloped roof stretches thick rafters, upon which scores of ravens have quietly gathered. They watch you with great interest.
Hi.
The balcony creaks, drawing your eyes to a wild-looking figure hunched over the westernmost cask, pouring a flask of thick syrup into it. This Batra wears a gown made of animal skins and headdress with goat horns. Her fur is matted and unkempt. Suddenly, you see something skittering across the floor, that it looks like a tiny creature made of twigs. That it moves from its hiding place from under the stairs and disappears behind the easternmost cask.
Now, what are you doing to that wine, little lady? As I start heading up the stairs.
As you go to head up the stairs, they go to cast a spell, as we will keep our initiative. Saxton, you go first. So they look like they're about to cast a spell, and they are, let's see, how far away? They're the westernmost one, coming in. They're up on the top, so it's actually quite a distance. But you can move a lot, so with your move, you can get up to the top of the cask by going up the stairs and around the balcony.
How far to get to her?
Yeah, about 50 feet, and you're to her. It's just a complicated, you gotta move into the room and then up the stairs and through the balcony. But it totals 50
I
feet.
will go up there and grab her by the throat.
Okay, roll to hit.
22.
Yeah, you got her by the throat.
My next attack, I'll punch her in the face. Oh, wait, does that count for damage or just a grapple?
That's just a grapple.
All right, next hit. Oh, not good for her. Not 20.
Oh, roll D100.
Super quick question,
Mm-hmm.
because Do you have advantage when you attack a grappled?
No, but if they're incapacitated,
okay.
you do.
Oh, incapacitated? Okay, yeah.
58.
58. Okay, let me pull up the chart. 58 results in your attack being super inspiring, and it grants one ally that you can see an attack against any target as a reaction. But unfortunately, no one is within range to be able to do anything because at the angle, you guys are at the druids in total cover because they're like above the balcony, right above you guys. So sorry. Still crit though. Still do double the damage dice.
They'll take 20 damage.
Okay. They look really hurt. And they're desperately clawing at your hand to get you off of them.
How far is it to the ground?
About. It's not very far. It's enough to take fall damage, though.
Would it be enough fall damage to finish them off?
Maybe.
All right, I will toss them down to the ground where the group is.
If you toss them, I lose sneak attack.
Would you even be able to hit up all the way up here?
I can jump 15 feet to the nearest cask and be within range within a movement.
Roll to hit, because I'll consider this like you like throwing them. No.
Well, if they land at your feet, they're within sneak attack range of everyone else.
I mean, sneak attack can only be done by a rogue.
So you said roll to hit?
Mm-hmm.
26.
Okay. She hits the ground. But before she hits the ground, she bumps into the cask. Which doesn't even wobble because it's filled with liquids. And I'll say she's prone, but she is still moving. She groans in pain. Very hurt.
Did she drop her little flask that she had up here?
Yes, into the cask.
Yep.
It was already empty by the time you got up there.
I guess. From where my perspective is, do I see anyone else in this room?
Nope.
I guess I'll end my turn then.
All right. Nyhm, it is your turn. The druid is 10 feet away from you, prone, and looks very bloodied. As from your guys' from the not Saxton perspective, it was pretty much like.
Okay. Well, considering that no. Yeah, you.
No, it was just to remind you that a sneak attack triggers like every time you have advantage in your attack, and prone and melee attacks would trigger sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Then I don't have to waste my bonus action trying to hide. Yeah, I may as well take my rapier and go to stab.
Okay, you have advantage.
Stabby, stabby. That's great, because that's another net one. Thank you. 24.
All right, that hits. They seriously had they have 2 hit points left. So how do you end up?
Kind of anticlimactic.
Pretty much Mortal Kombat finisher.
Just a stab like a bullet hole straight through the between the eyes.
Okay, quick and clean. Okay. The room is quiet for a moment, and then you hear some skittering and stuff in the cask on the opposite side of the room, on the eastern side. You guys are gonna, well, Saxton's up on the western side of the balcony.
So we hear the skittering inside the cask.
Your passive is high enough, yes, inside.
How much skittering?
It was just a little bit,
But noticeable.
but noticeable, yes.
All right. I will jump up on top of the casks and go walk over towards that one. Probably letting Saxton know what I heard in the meantime. I'm sorry, I am really tired.
No, you're fine. Let's see. The ravens look down at you all, and their heads tilting, looking at you all.
Hi.
Oh, hey!
Hey. What's
Hey.
up?
Hi, just hanging on the rafters. Thanks for getting rid of that druid. Too bad they poisoned the stuff, though.
Oh, that's not good.
Pretty sure it was poison. Smelled bad.
Well, I don't think I want to try it, and I don't think any of us want to try it, so I'll just chalk it up to poison. But what else is going on? Anybody
you
else
helping
here?
the keepers?
We're helping the big folk that look like you. Yes. Is that the keepers?
Oh, you are helping the keepers of the feathers. Okay.
Oh yeah. I know them. I'm sorry, I'm very tired and also very cold right now.
I understand. It's pretty nippy today. Goes to Prima.
Although
Yeah.
I died a few days ago.
You died? What was that like?
You know, no one's really asked, but
I used to just assume
it
you
was-
just stop existing and everything just goes black. Black!
no,
Black.
your soul's kind of trapped here after you die, so we need to figure that out. But besides that,
Soul?
it was pretty nice. Yeah. Soul?
Quick question.
What's a soul? And then, okay, well, they're having that conversation. Go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, when she's speaking with animals, does she speak the same language as the animals, or can we still understand her when she's talking?
Her mouth moves like she's speaking like you guys, but what comes out is like animal noises of the corresponding animal.
Gotcha.
So it looks like she got dubbed over by animal noises, essentially.
Tim, you speak call. What is she saying?
You specious bastard.
Soul? Soul? What's a soul? Nevermore! Shut up. Soul?
Oh, it's what you got in your what that makes you coherent and alive?
Shiny?
Some are shiny, yeah.
Shiny. And they're all just like get all excited. All of you see like
Okay.
this swarm of ravens get all flustered.
Besides the shiny,
I don't want to lose shiny. No, me neither. Me neither. Nevermore. Shh.
One of them randomly goes, mine?
It's essentially they're just as smart as that. Yeah.
well, we're not. I'm gonna make sure that you don't lose them. The shiny. But in order to do that, can you let me know what happened here? A little bit. Tiny.
Antler thing attack with twigs. Twigs.
Twigs? Oh. Okay.
Hiding in there. And, like, beak points over towards the easternmost cask.
Nyhm, there's twig things hiding in there.
Nym's on top of the lid. Or at least
Nyhm,
on the
watch out,
balcony
there's
right next to
twig
it.
things. There's twig things hiding in there. Watch out.
Well, help.
And
We hate twig
Oh, the
things.
Raven said they help. That would be very nice.
They steal shinies. Steal shinies. Nevermore. Shh.
can I crack open the lid and cast in a flaming sphere?
Sure. Give me a sleight of hand check. So I assume you want to do
no,
this, like,
not-
stealthily.
Not a sleight of hand check. It's almost as good as my stealth check. Oh wait, it is my stealth check.
That one.
Screw you. That would be a 31. Thank you very much.
Okay, no
Oh,
one
not
notices
one.
this, Nyhm, until you've already done it. And when I say no one,
I
I
think I
mean
cherry bombed the
no
toilet.
I just
So the
I love the
inside of
thought
the
of just
cask
looking
is
at
just
the-
burning, and you just hear like popping of dry wood and screeching inside the barrel.
Oh,
Nyhm, give me a strength save as the lid starts to move upwards. Don't worry, the check. Oh my god, check. If you somehow fail this, I don't know what to say.
21.
Yeah, they got a 5.
Okay.
You tell they're like trying to escape out of the lid, but it only lasts for about a round or two.
I just love the imagery of Nyhm just looking down, and all of a sudden there's a burst of fire from the cask underneath.
You would know this I guess you would know this in character. It is a very rare luxury you remember stealing during your bandit years. They stole from like a nobleman's food stash. They had this stuff called popcorn. They took kernels of corn and they would like pop and stuff. Apparently, you cooked them in a pot and you put a lid on top. That's pretty much what this is, but at a much larger scale. Is what it feels like.
She's just flame searing the inside of the vat. It gives the wine a nice flavor.
Smoky flavor.
The room kind of definitely fills with smoke at this point.
oh, that's not good. Maybe we should put it out.
Let's give it a minute.
It's just like it's like not flames coming through, and it's not black smoke, but it's smoke billowing out of the lid. It kind of rests up at the roof, and the ravens and stuff are like, and they like all flutter out and they fly out through the random little holes in the rafters and stuff.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
So wait, there's only one bloody druid here.
Once I'm sure the skittering had stopped, I want to crack open, well, probably after my flaming sphere is dissipated or cause it to dissipate before I do this, crack open the lid and take a look inside.
All right,
Crack
crack,
open a
you
hot
crack
one.
open the cold one with the boys.
Oh no, it's a hot one.
Well, compared to a second ago, it's much colder. And inside, you just see what can only be described as burnt ashen. Maybe some of them are twigs. Pretty much it looks like a campfire from about an hour ago that had burned out is down there, but at a massive scale. Besides that, it's empty.
Got him.
You notice that the inside of the cask is lined with like wax seal and stuff, so the fire didn't actually burn it.
Nice. There is one thing that I want to look for specifically.
Okay.
I'm double checking. It's one of the fortunes. Wasn't there one that said specifically about the wizard's wine casks?
Yes.
Oh,
Let
yep.
me pull it up. Let me pull it up. So I know you guys wrote it down too.
Seek a cask that once contained the finest wine, of which not a drop remains.
Yes.
A powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. I want to start looking around for that.
All right. As you hop in there, you don't really find anything.
No. I didn't say inside that one specifically. I just meant, I'm sorry. That was my bad.
Okay. You go to open up the other casks that have lids on them. The only one that didn't have a lid on it initially is the one the druid was pulling some like twirling mustached villain pouring poison in. And the other two are filled with wine. Lots of wine. And they don't seem like they've been messed with. The lid was on them pretty well sealed on the two center casks. You think that there's enough, or sorry, vats. I keep saying casks. These are vats. Much bigger than that. You think that these could fill a lot of barrels. When I say a lot of barrels, I mean if you took all of the wine in this room, including the poisoned wine, you probably could fill 20 kegs wine.
Is there like a valve to empty the poison one?
Yeah.
I think we should not do that. Just mark it so they know it's poisoned and tell them. We may not want to just spill it right here on the floor.
You see nearby a bunch of little spigots, which would be fairly common enough medieval times, even without brewing proficiencies. You know that you tap the keg with it, where you take the spigot and you put it on the lid and you kind of like hammer it in. And
into the bunghole.
You got that? Yeah.
Can you do that to a vat?
No.
Is there a drain anywhere nearby?
My brain keeps imagining these things as not vats for some reason. The vat has brass taps on all of them. They're pretty nice. And they're just valves.
A drain anywhere nearby, or?
Good question. Their drain. You know, that's actually pretty poorly designed. No, there's not a single drain here.
I'll take some chalk out of my pack and...
There are a bunch of empty barrels up in the balcony, though. Not enough to empty out all these vats, though.
I'll take some chalk out of my pack and just mark poison. Or I'd assume that at this point we would know it's poisoned.
Do you have proficiency in poisoners kit at all?
I meant from Hemlock telling us.
Well, they told me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't understand it. Did you tell us?
No, I was telling Scotty. That's why, yeah, I would tell.
Okay. So yeah, just quickly mark poison on one and ash in the one that I torched.
Do you have proficiency with a poisoner's kit?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
Does anybody or also have a poisoner's kit on them? Because if you do, you can test it to see what kind of poison's in it, if any, with that kit.
Yeah.
Or you could, magically figure it out with a spell called Detect Poison. I think that's more of a cleric paladin thing.
And druid.
Yeah.
But yeah, none of us.
I could try it and see how it tastes, and then so you would know. That was a joke.
What? This is delicious. Oh.
You can purify drink, food and drink, though.
Well, you could just have the wine makers test it. I'm pretty sure they've got kits around here.
Hey, Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
Can I fill a spare water skin with some of this wine?
Easily.
I would like to do that.
Okay. With the poisoned one?
Yes, with the poisoned one specifically.
Okay. There you go. It took maybe 30 seconds.
Okay. I'll just stuff that in my pack for later. I do want to go searching.
Okay, there's a lot of places you guys can go. There's doors all over the place down the bottom floor. There are actually sets of doors up on the balcony as well.
I would say it would be in the basement. It's always in the basement.
The special casks, you mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of what I was thinking, but I was going to ask specifically if we wouldn't have an inclination or insight into where they would keep the most expensive stuff, the stuff that they wouldn't have giant vats of, the ones that would be in specifically smaller barrels.
Let's see. Who has the highest passive insight?
Insight or perception?
Insight. Maybe Hemlock? I think it's Hemlock. I'm looking at all your character sheets real quick. Okay, Hemlock and Tim-Tam both have 13 passive insight. You're thinking, yeah, they would keep the nice stuff in the basement. Or somewhere cool. And out of the way. And Hemlock, in out of character, you are colder than normal. But I will say everyone in character does realize that it is colder in this place than it is outside. Kind of like air conditioning.
Oh, that's nice.
No, it's not.
I mean,
like
it's nice that they
out.
have air conditioning.
Not when it's like 50
Yeah,
degrees
but-
Fahrenheit out, which is like
Right.
10 degrees Celsius-ish. I don't know. I'm bad at that.
That's cold.
Yeah.
I definitely want to head towards the basement.
All right, you remember that the initial room you guys went into that had the glass blowing stuff for the bottles had stairs that went down. So you head down those stairs, and we'll see what's in the basement next time. Ooh.
Okay, so 15 Fahrenheit, it says it's like -9 Celsius, and that's ridiculously cold.
50 degrees.
Oh,
Fahrenheit.
50, okay.
Not,
That makes
not
more sense.
15. 50.
Okay,
I was.
that's 10 Celsius, yeah.
The valley is
it's-
constantly in autumn-like weather.
It's actually 54 where I live right now, so
Right.
it's
In
Rip.
Florida, right? That's pretty
Yeah.
bad for Florida.
It is.
But yeah, okay. So we're ending there for tonight. And our next game won't be next week, because next week I will be in Florida. So the next
Oh,
game for
Florida.
this will be December 23rd. 2 days before the big American holiday. And we'll see what's in the basement. Actually, wait, would that be... I don't remember. Is Hanukkah done by the 23rd?
I think it ends the 18th. It starts on the 11th, I think.
Okay, I've never been good with that.
I looked it up.
So it's like
Okay,
2 weeks from now, alright?
Yes, 2 weeks from now. So, as we close off for the night, we'll do plugs. And we will start with Hemlock.
Ah. Hi, I'm Callie. I'm very cold, and you can find me at Cap Callie on Twitter. I just finished all of my finals.
Yay!
And next week maybe, or probably by the time that our next game, I will have my commissions back open. And you could like commission me to get stuff before Christmas, because normally I'm pretty fast at completing stuff, as long as it's not like a million different characters. But
can I get you to draw every single one of the blights you guys killed in this session by like tomorrow? That's when you
To
say
be fair, at this point, it would just be charcoal.
Yeah.
Like a pile of charcoal.
I will. Yes, I will draw you a pile of charcoal by tomorrow. I promise. But yeah. I think our next game is, or my next game, me and Scotty's next game is tomorrow, right? Saffron Academy on Fractured Moon. Yeah, Fractured Moon. I don't remember what we're doing. I think we're going shopping. And we'll see what Aya brings up to destroy me. Yeah, that's on Fractured Moon tomorrow. It's 8:30. So check it out.
8:30 Eastern Standard. Does Saxton or Nyhm have any plugs?
Nope.
I'm good.
Okay. Lluis, aka Tim-Tam.
So yeah, check me out on Twitter and Patreon. I do a bunch of art. But if what you're looking for is commissions, you should absolutely commission Scotty. Because he works fast. He works really well. I've commissioned him twice, I think, and both times I've been like super like impressed and well, that also Aya plays in a lot of games in this channel. It's also an artist. You should check her out. And when you're listening this, it's like the week before Christmas, and Callie is open for commissions. You should absolutely commission her also.
And Aya is the patron of Hemlock. Her character is a patron of Hemlock. So yeah, and that goes into. You should check out Scotty's DM's Guild thing. He has connection to all, which is what Hemlock is the Warlock of. It's very great.
over 1,000 downloads. So
holy crap!
Awesome.
Some people like it. So yeah, if you want the power of friendship as your patron for a warlock, you don't want to be a dark edgy warlock, but you still want the warlocky kind of powers, then there you go. You can find me on Twitter, and on Twitter I have a flow page that has all my social media links, including my commission stuff on Fiverr. I just opened up a new gig, which I'm actually working on a commission right now, which is to illustrate your creatures. So I can illustrate your creatures, I can make book covers for you, I can draw your characters, I can make a logo for you. Pretty much a lot of graphic design illustrator stuff. Really, you can just send me a DM on Twitter and ask, and more likely than not, I'll be like, yeah, I can do that as a commission. And on that note, I'll say thank you for watching, and thank you for all of my patrons who support this game and all the other games that are hosted on this channel. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Bye-bye, everybody. And for those of you that celebrate, Happy Hanukkah.
Bye.
Happy Hanukkah.